Hi, welcome to this Dronedesk user guide video. In this video, I'm going to cover configuring your OSC risk assessment. So you have the option, if you operate under an OSC, of creating an OSC risk assessment instead of the standard risk assessment. So the standard will only include the risk and the mitigation. OSC obviously complies with CAP 72A with the 10 columns. So if I dive across to a job, show you what that looks like. You go into OSC risk assessment, this should look familiar to you if you operate under OSC. So the 10 columns as per CAP 72A, unique number, identified hazard, associated risk, and so on. So what you can do in Dronedesk is have a set of default risks that will be populated or pre-populated for every job you create in the system. So it'll look very much like this, where the hazards, risks, mitigation and further mitigation are already populated along with the owner and the unique number. It's just a question then of you, for each job, selecting the appropriate risk, setting whether or not it's ALARP and tolerable. So in order to make any changes to this default list, you just need to head to Settings, into the OSC Risk Assessment tab, and then you can modify, delete or add new rows in this section. So just by way of demonstration, we'll add some obvious text to the first item. We'll delete the people item, and then we'll add people back in and just enter some test items. Click save changes, and then if we go back to that job or a copy of it and scroll down to OSC risk assessment, you can see that the changes are now reflected. We've lost the original people item, we've got the new people item that I added. Okay, so those changes will apply to all new jobs you create in the system. It won't affect any existing jobs. So if I go back to the original of this job, just to illustrate, go to OSC risk assessment. Okay, so the only item I'd completed for this risk assessment was that first item in the list. Okay, so jump back to settings. You can restore this list to the original Dronedesk default if you decide that the changes you made in here are no longer appropriate. So just clicking yes restore will revert the list back to the Dronedesk default list. Okay, so that just about covers configuring your default OSC risk assessment in Dronedesk. Thanks for watching. Speak to you soon.